It's Wednesday. That means Tori Vidales is back. Birthday week. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We won't tell everyone how old you are, although you probably splattered it all over social media, didn't you?
18.
17?
What? No.
16.
20.
You just
Lucky
got your
number
driver's
20.
license.
20.
Yep.
20.
My goodness.
Getting
Me
old.
too.
What day? What day's the official day of the birthday there?
It's
Uh,
Monday. It was Monday,
yeah,
right?
Monday.
It was Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
April 4th.
Look
My
at you.
birthday was
4
Friday.
4. Oh,
Yeah,
happy
Will was
April
born on
1st.
April Fool's. How
Mhm.
ironic was that?
No joke.
Is that why you're a jokester?
That's why I am just literally considered a joke in all walks of life.
It is rather fitting, though, that he was born on April the 1st. We got Tori with us. We got Ashley Walters with us. Ashley, SEC Player of the Week. That earned you a return trip to Studio 12. You were probably, when she called you, you were probably like, oh,
I know. I was like,
again?
I didn't know I'd be coming back this soon.
I needed more prep.
Yeah.
I'm on Wikipedia here looking at Center Point, Texas, and Kerrville, Texas.
Trying to
I
come
was
up with a
told
mascot?
to come up with an appropriate nickname for Center Point, but I just wasn't given enough time.
You weren't ready. I mean,
No, I had some good
You're
outside the box
ready.
thoughts for Kerrville, but then Ashley informed me Center Point is actually its own community 20 minutes from Kerrville, so that wipes out any Kerrville history.
everybody
when
who
it
watches
comes
this
to
video.
naming the school. Yeah, so I had some good ones there.
Maybe we'll take some
If-
suggestions on Facebook. when
If
we
Center
post the
Point
video.
was a part of the Kerrville ISD, I had some pretty good. I had a couple of quick ones that I thought were pretty good, but
I guarantee you
That's not
anyone
gonna
from
work.
Center Point who watches this on Facebook is not going to want to change the mascot.
Yeah, your
She
mom
knows
told me
people.
they didn't.
She knows
No.
people
Oh,
that could
yeah,
get the
I
mascot
mean, Your
changed.
father's the head football coach, AD, head baseball coach too. He's
That-
busy.
That must take a lot to change a mascot, though. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's a
think
lot
so.
of.
shouldn't have named it wrong in the first place.
There we go.
That's
There we
You know,
go.
now Ashley has to come back a third time, and I need you to do research on why it was called Pirates in the first
Okay.
place.
Well, she's
and
busy.
If
then
I have time
She's kind of busy.
outside of my
we'll
math
do a
homework.
postseason after the season
Okay.
when we have time.
After school's over.
A summer school thing. That's your summer
Yeah.
school project.
Great.
She's kind of busy.
Tori can bring her own appropriate renaming of bulldogs over in LaPorte.
No, we're going to leave it.
Better
I'm a
not.
proud pirate, though. I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
Arg.
Arg. Arg. The Aggies.
Funny, you don't wear an eye patch.
The Aggies tonight against SFA at the Aggie softball complex. Then on the road to 17th ranked Tennessee. A&M ranked 11th in the country in the latest poll. After a sweep of Arkansas, Ashley, a large part of that 10 RBI on the weekend against Arkansas. Congrats
6 on
on the
Sunday.
Balla.
congrats
6
on the effort there.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Feeling, I mean, you've had a really good offensive season, but this specific weekend, any specific reason? Maybe you think why you hit so well, or just kind of one of those
I mean,
weekends?
Coach Glasgow kind of told us what she's going to have. Like, mainly she has a changeup and a fast drop. So, I mean, I just decided to sit on the drop, and be on time with that, and it worked for me. So,
What about for you all as a team? Coach always preaches not get too high, not get too low. Obviously disappointing to get swept at Georgia, but you also know that you're a better team than that. For you to come out and do, frankly, what you probably should have done in sweeping Arkansas, but to not only do that, but to do it in dominating fashion. You know, how proud are you of your teammates on that?
really proud. I mean, Coach, she knew, we weren't at our best that weekend. I mean, she didn't take that into practice the next week or anything. We had a lot of fun this practice. I mean, we were just ourselves and doing what we know how to do and just bringing that back into College Station with us. I mean,
Tori's just grinning at you over there. I guess you agree.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did have a lot of fun.
Well, she says fun because we actually did something new this week. We actually got to switch positions. So all the infielders were like, let's go to outfield. And so at the very end, we did 21 outs, and we did it without an error. So she was like, all right, Kate, all right, let's switch. So all of us run to the outfield because, our lifelong dream is to be outfielders.
She goes to center field.
Absolutely. I'm going to go out to
Show
center
that
field.
speed, run
You
down
betcha.
fly balls. Yeah.
And so then all the outfielders and catchers just go in the infield, and so they're hitting us balls, and they're like, "Why aren't you diving?" I'm like, "I don't need to dive. I can catch that." So it was just fun to be able to relax and just get back to the basics, really, and just have fun.
Did anybody make a dead sprint for catcher, Ashley, or was there
Erica. Erica actually went straight to catcher. She was like, "Let me see my pop time."
From center field to catcher.
You
I was
have
just
to help her
wondering.
with the equipment. Does she know how to put it all on and stuff?
She actually didn't put any on, but
Oh, okay.
She just stood there.
All right.
actually, when we do rally caps, she'll put on
The
a catcher's mask. It looks hilarious. There's a picture of her when Caitlin hit that walk off. I don't remember what game it was, but she had a catcher's mask on, and like we were all going crazy. And there's this picture of her with the catcher's mask on, and she's like going crazy, and it's hilarious.
Tori, how big is that for you all as a team to be successful when you can stay loose, when you can have fun, when you can not get upset and get disappointed and frustrated and kind of fall back on that?
I think it's such a great thing for us because we do play better when we're loose. So we enjoy being just like spontaneous and playing jokes on each other, and that's when we're at our best. And I feel like being able to do that in practice and just really carrying that over to games, we know what it feels like when we're really hyped up in the dugout. And so I feel like whenever we bring that energy to practice, it really gets us in game mode and really allows us to realize, like, hey, you don't always have to be, like, locked in serious about everything. You can be relaxed and still accomplish everything you need to.
Any pranksters in the dugout? Anybody like maybe putting some gum on top of cups or something? Anything like that? Any big pranksters on the team that get you guys in the middle of a game?
Coach Glasgow's like a secret prankster.
He really is. Oh
Like-
my gosh, he's always at the front of the dugout when we hit, and so if he'll tell you to sit on a fast pitch, and someone swings at a changeup, and I'm the first person in the dugout, he'll look at me. Why are we swinging at the changeup? I'm like,
It wasn't me.
I literally say, I don't know, it wasn't me, I didn't do it. And he's like, I told y'all a million times. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Like,
Yes, he freaking does that all the time.
oh man, he's
Like-
actually trying to fill up. We have like a brick right by the side of the dugout where he stands. He's trying to fill up the entire thing with pistachios by the end of the season. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, that's
He probably will.
That's quite an endeavor.
Yeah.
Fill the thing.
Yeah. That's from all the way from the bottom up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like.
Because I could
probably
fill
like
up
two
a
might
brick.
bricks.
I could fill up a brick with pistachio.
It's probably
but-
like 2 bricks, but I think someone keeps emptying it out.
Oh.
So like,
Oh, there you go.
Does he know that?
I don't know, but
Well, he
he
does
keeps
now.
doing
He's
it.
in
so.
Studio 12. But there's not many of those, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Ashley, I wanted to ask you about pitching because you're on the other end of the battery from Samantha and Trinity, and they were both very good this weekend. And Trinity, I guess it's not injury. She's kind of battled a back issue, it looks like. But just your thoughts on them this weekend and how important Samantha and Trinity are going forward here.
I thought these games were really important for them to like get them more confidence, like going into these bigger series. I mean, they did a good job. Struggled a little bit, Sam, in the first game, getting behind batters, but she really worked her way back and into the counts and getting out of jams. And I thought they both did a really good job. I mean, it's kind of different switching from Sam to Trinity, and since I haven't caught Trinity in a little bit, I mean, since she's been injured. But I mean, that's just one thing as a catcher I gotta realize or recognize and just keep with the balls and strikes. I mean,
What
staying
makes
in the
them
zone.
different? How, as somebody who has to catch them both, what makes Samantha Shaw different than Trinity Harrington?
So all of Trinity's pitches go down.
Okay.
Like she has a fast drop and a
Slow drop.
off-speed drop, and then Sam has a bunch of different pitches, but she generally keeps her pitches higher in the zone.
Okay.
I mean, she works in and out a lot and up and down. I mean, she really she has a good drop too, but
Okay.
she mostly throws higher in the zone.
Ashley Walters, Tori Vidales with us here on Studio 12, talking Aggie softball in action tonight. SFA, the opponent, 6:30 at the softball complex, then on the road at 17th ranked Tennessee over the weekend. Tori, I wanted to ask you about SEC play. You guys are the quote 2 of the quote veterans on the team as just sophomores, but would you say or would you agree with it, maybe one of the things you learned last year going through the SEC schedule that you really do need a short memory? You can't dwell maybe on a loss, or you can't get too crazy hyped up about a win just because this league provides you so many different, they'll throw so many punches at you from so many different directions.
Absolutely. I think having a short-term memory is the basis of this game. You got to go pitch by pitch. You can't dwell on the past. I mean, control the controllables. That's always something we've been taught since we were younger. And I think being in the SEC, you realize one series doesn't define you as a team. And I think that was important for us to learn this year and last year as well. losing to Georgia this past weekend or 2 weekends ago, excuse me. It was bad, but it didn't make us worse. It wasn't us being our best, and we knew that. And just being able to come out the next time and show who we really are and really get our bats going and being able to really fight back, I think that's going to be a huge thing. And no matter what happens, win or lose, I think it's important to come to the next game ready to play because every game is a dogfight in the SEC.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys rankings / RPI watchers at this point? Because now, after SFA, you're going to be right at 2/3 away, 2/3 into the regular season with only a third left. And it's getting down to that time to where people are going to start looking at who hosts, and the top 16 in the RPI will get 1 seeds and host in collegiate softball. Do you guys, at some point, is it hard not to glance at stuff like that?
I think it is. I mean, especially at first, after our really great weekend at Mary Nutter, we were like, wow, we're going to jump so high. Like, oh, this is awesome, after the first weekend. So we were pretty excited about it then. And then whenever we moved up to 4, we were all so excited. Like, that's such a huge accomplishment. And even being 11, that's in the nation, that's awesome. Yeah. So I think it's kind of hard for us not to, just because we like to see where we're at and how we're progressing along the season. And I think I look more at RPI. I think that RPI is actually more important because you do have the ability to host. But rankings don't mean everything, rankings don't define you as a team.
Right.
So
I think that's like something like you said that we got to put like in the back of our minds. Like we got to focus on what we're in right now and the game we're in right now, like short-term memory. Yeah.
I mean, there's only one way to handle it. Either you win and you rise, or you lose and you drop.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's not. That's why really it's fine for a glance, but then it's kind of back to business.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be in the middle of a game thinking like, oh my God, our RPI is going to go up.
I know.
If we win this.
And then, bam, they hit a 3-run homer, and you're down because you didn't concentrate.
Hey, it's fun to be the underdog, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's true.
Well, and you'll probably be going into Tennessee as a slight underdog, being on the road in the SEC. And last question for you, Ashley. Did y'all learn anything? You travel so much in non-conference play that maybe it's not as big a deal. Did you learn anything about your team being on the road at Georgia, maybe playing in a hostile environment I think it was the first true road games that you guys played this year.
Yeah, it was kind of like us in Alabama last year. That was our first, like, big, loud series, like, where it's kind of like just your heart's beating so fast and you don't know what to do sometimes. So I think that might have been the deal with some of the freshmen. I mean, it's a big deal, really, coming in and playing in a huge stadium like that. But, I mean, I think that's one of the things, like, coming off of a win from LSU, like, we got to put that away. Like, we got to think about what's going on in this weekend and what we can do to beat Georgia or what we can do to beat Tennessee. I mean, we just got to focus on who we're playing that weekend.
Gotcha. Tori or Ashley, I guess your mom's coming, Ashley, to the game. No parents for you,
Nope.
so were you going to glom onto them and go get some good food after the games?
Maybe. I usually tag along with Bree, my soul sister.
True.
We usually
now, did she bake a cake or anything for you for your birthday?
Actually, my mom got me a cake. We did like a little celebration at one of our friends' ranch out in College Station, and we had like all the team come over and some of the sugar daddies and stuff. And my mom surprised me with like this big cake and everyone like saying happy birthday. It was cool.
That's a pretty good party.
Yeah,
that is a good party.
All right.
Sorry, Will, we didn't schedule one of those for you.
That is good.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, I just go find a golf course for my birthday.
Well, guys, best of luck, and we'll talk to you next week. And if you get another SEC Player of the Week, probably gonna have to come back in here. We're gonna blame Will for making you upset about the mascot thing, and then you drive in 10 on the
After all this trying to change your mascot, Ashley's going to tell Tori, you know what, I'm done with it. I'm not going in there.
He's like, I've been twice.
I can't talk to that guy anymore. He's ridiculous. Well, we thank you for the time. Good luck tonight, SFA. Good luck this weekend
Thank
in
you
Knoxville.
so much.